How falling in love is like owning a dog. On cold winter nights, love is warm. It lies between you and lives and breathes and makes funny noises. Love wakes you up all hours of the night with its needs. It needs to be fed so it will grow and stay healthy. Love doesn't like being left alone for long, but come home and love is always happy to see you. It may break a few things accidentally in its passion for life, but you can never be mad at love for too long. Love makes messes. Love leaves you a little surprises here and there, but love makes you meet people wherever you go. People who have nothing in common, but love, stop and talk to each other on the street. Throw things away, and love will bring them back again and again and again. But most of all, love needs love, and in return, love loves you and never stops.
Most people believe that entering into a marriage is the final step in a romantic relationship. It seems that a couple meets, they court each other, they try to get to understand each other, all the little foibles, etc., and accept those foibles. They fall in love and they decide to want to go through life together, culminating in taking the final step of marriage. Experience tells us that marriage is not the final step in a couple's relationship, far from it. It is really just the beginning of an extraordinary adventure with highs and lows. Elliott Melissa, you have already experienced highs and lows and the challenges in 2 years marriage, and there's enough evidence to suggest that you are rock solid. Not only as a couple now, but as a family after the birth of Tilly. Ladies and gentlemen, these beautiful people standing in front of you today are still very, very young. They will have problems in their lives, big or small. They will need help. They will need our help. So if they come knocking, let us not fall short and give them the help they would rightly deserve. It gives me the greatest of pleasure to conclude this ceremony of renewing the vows of marriage that join you and bind you as husband and wife. So please celebrate that renewal with the warmest of kisses.
So, welcome at last to Casa Benigalip to celebrate Melissa and Elliott's wedding. It's been a long time coming, and I don't just mean the last couple of years. I think I'm right in saying that Elliott started being part of our family back in about 2009 when he started calling around. Melissa, my lovely daughter, star of the day, looking absolutely radiant. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it does make you wonder when you reach a certain age, just how did that tiny little swaddled up baby that eyed me so suspiciously when she was first born turn into this confident and capable young woman we see with us today. Really, it's just down to excellent parenting, to be honest.
Elliott's always worshipped the ground Mel's walked on, and he's besotted with it. He was sat in my garden, it was mid-COVID, because I remember that, we had to sit in gardens, didn't we? And me, I had a 2-year-old at the time, and Maddie was pregnant with our second child, and he sat there and said to me, Eddie, you don't know what responsibility is. I've got a dog, it's keeping me up at night, I've got to look after it, I've got to take it for a wee. And I thought, you dickhead. When about 6 months later, Elliott and Mel announced they were pregnant with Tilly. And I thought, don't be too smug when they say they're not sleeping, you know. We'll just carry on. Anyway, you can imagine my annoyance when Mel was smashing being a mum, Elliott living the life of Riley, getting 8 hours of sleep, playing golf on the weekend, football on the weekend, doing what the hell he wants. I don't know how he manages it. Even this week, he's been out and played golf while Mel had to rewrite the seating plan for this because he's left it in the UK.
So we went to Hutton sixth form. I was a year older, and it was the open evening about 4 weeks later from starting that second year, and I was having just a look round, and it's where new people are going to come and potentially come to Hutton. I was in the psychology department, and out of nowhere I heard this person shout, "Come to psychology!" And I thought, who's this Sigmund Freud fanatic behind me? And there stood the most beautiful person I'd ever seen. And to the left of her was Melissa. So next day, I was sat in the common room and she walked past me and I said to Eddie, I said, "Who's that?" She went, "Oh, it's called Melissa, I think." I said, what do you know about her? I said, "Not a lot really, but I heard she went sneaking around Whittingham Hospital last weekend." For those of you who don't know, it seemed to be a bit of a cool thing back then to jump over the fence, walk round, security guards chasing after you. So I thought, this girl's a badass bitch. You know? So I thought, what is going on here? So you fast forward 12 years, numerous holidays, 2 homes together, a 2-year-old black Labrador, and we arrive at 2021. The year where the birth of something beautiful changed our lives forever. Every day she makes me smile, and now I can't imagine my life without her. To achieve promotion with 15 wins, 3 draws and 2 losses has made the first year of FC Bartle the best of my life. Very early on in the relationship, I could tell Melissa was very maternal. As we got older, she always talked about how being a mum was her dream. So it's amazing to watch her on a daily basis living out that dream with Tilly. I'd just like you all to stand up for me. I've just got a toast to say. So my pop used to give the same toast after every family meal, so I'd like to carry that tradition on. When I say the words "escape the hounds," if you could all shout "tally ho" and take a drink, that'll be much appreciated. To old Reynard, the wiliest fox to ever escape the hounds, tally ho.